Hello guys, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you with another planty video. Welcome to my channel, all my first time viewers. Hello. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back and watching these videos, commenting and giving me thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I appreciate you guys. Also check me out on Instagram at Jenny Jen the Plant Friend. I do post quite often over there, and so I'd love to have you join me there as well. So today's video is going to be what else other than plant care, right? Okay, so I just have a couple things to do today. One I'm debating, but we're gonna get started with a couple things. Some are some up potting, and then some extending moss poles, maybe even up potting some moss poles. So we'll see. But let's get into it. So our first plant. Actually, I'm gonna move this pot here because I have my Hoya elliptical. I think this is called, yes. And so I split it when I got this plant. It was in orchid bark, and I wanted to take it out, so I split the plant. But I'm needing the room, so plus I need to up pot it. So since I'm going to be doing that today, I'm going to be putting it back together. I'm going to be combining it because this is the propagation. They're both growing. They both have this one has about 6 new leaves coming in, and this one has 5 new leaves. Oh, sorry, 6, 7. Okay, well anyway, and so it's in this cute little self-watering pot, and as you can see, hopefully the camera will pick that up. You see those roots are like going crazy in that pond, and so I want to get the roots out of the water reservoir. So we're gonna start there. You know, you just you're always checking for, I don't even like to say the word out loud, pests. But it's nothing. It's just whenever you see something, it just makes you check it out. But anywho, so I hope you guys are doing well. It is really cold and rainy where I am today, and so I do have to run out for my weekly self-care massage. So I'll be doing that, and so I'm not going to stop by any plant stores. I'm not. I do have something coming. Just getting some lacquer. So I have this self-watering pot. So since I'm going to be, it looks a little big really. But because I'm going to be combining the plant, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll give her some room to grow. So I'm just going to go with it because I don't have anything in between the two. So this is the pot, what it looks like. I've shown you guys these self-watering pots. I love these things. I need to place another order. And so let's take this one out. I have this cute little pink trellis here. Take that out. I don't even know if it's going to work for the next pot, but we'll see. And got my tag there. So what I'm essentially going to do is just take it out of this pot, and I'll reuse this pond because it looks fine. And then I'll take this one out. What's the weather like where you guys are? Is it raining? Is it storming? Is it cold? Is it snowing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, those roots really took to the pond. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to... And by the way, this girl is growing in my IKEA cabinet. Yeah, I like that. And this one, I think, is... I've never had a Hoya wet stick, but we'll see. Okay, so we'll combine it like so and put this. So I was going to reuse the pond, but since there's some roots that are broken off in there, I'm going to just start fresh. Okay, so I think, I don't know that this is going to work anymore, but we'll try and just put her in there. If not for no other reason, just some support. So I just sort of trellising her up here, trying not to knock off the little fragile leaves there. Alright, well, let's find the front. There we go. I always put the little window there in the front so I can see when I water her. There we go. Alright, well, that's her in her new pot. That was easy enough. I do want to, so I'm going to just leave this, and I do reuse my pond, but I'm not going to reuse it for the same plant right now. I will rinse this and reuse it. Actually, I don't rinse it, I boil it, and then I reuse it. But and get out all of the dead roots and everything. Okay, so the next thing that I'm doing, I'm actually working with soil, and you guys know that that's not my favorite thing to work with these days. Okay, so I have my Silver Ann here, and let me just show you what's happening. I don't have to tell you why I need to attend to this guy. You can see, and I'm getting a lot of yellowing because the roots are out at the bottom of the pot, because she's root bound and she needs to be up potted. So I am going to do that. I'm just going to, actually this, I don't know what this is. This says Scindactus pictus argyrius, or argyri, something like that. I thought this was a Silver Ann. All that time I thought it was a Silver Ann. Yeah, I need to kind of get these roots out of there. Guys, can you guys see? Okay, well, we were able to salvage the roots. We didn't lose any. So this pot I'm going to use for this plant. So let me just backfill here. Just gonna moisten this soil a little bit here. Okay, we'll give this guy a good drink of water. Okay guys, so the next thing that I need to do, I have been growing my anthuriums in sphagnum moss, and I mean, it just grows like crazy. The roots, as you can see, need something. So what I'm going to do, I bought these clear buckets, because they're not flower pots, they're just buckets. And my plan is to just, I'm going to be using up all of my moss. I got to buy some more, but let me see which one I want to do. If I don't have enough to do both, I have to make a decision. Let's see. I probably have enough to do both. Let's just go with it. Let's just go for it. Okay. So what I want you to do is just take the moss and I need to moisten the moss. So next year, I guess, or next spring, I will take all of this moss off and start over with this. I will put, let's put a little bit at the bottom there. Like so, and then put the rest of this on the side. But I'll take all of this off and put fresh moss on. But for now, making sure the moss is wet, moist. Okay, so that's easy enough. That's the first one. And the next one, I hope this is going to be big enough, because it looks like that was my crystallinum, Anthurium crystallinum. This is the Anthurium. This is the cross. It's the Anthurium. No, I can't ever remember what it is. Anthurium crystallinum magnificent cross. So let me just show you before I even start with this. Let me see. This one I can tell you has taken, I mean, it is locked in there. It has taken to the moss. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of tell when something is growing in moss. Well, I guess you could tell with anything, but with whatever it's growing in. But when you stop getting any kind of growth or anything, wow. So she did put out a new leaf. She's losing one, but this one is the newest one. This one is the newest leaf she put out. So maybe by doing this, she'll give me another one, but she's got roots for days. Okay, let's just get it in here. Just have to get some water. So I said I wasn't going to a plant store, but actually, it won't be a plant store, but I may go to Lowe's while I'm out and get some more moss. I really don't like to be without it, because whenever I need to up-pot something, I don't want to not have any moss. This is almost too small. Wow. Well, this is as big as I've got. I don't have anything bigger, larger. Okay guys, so I don't have anything big enough for this guy, so I'm gonna stop here, and when I go out I'll find a bigger pot to put this in, so that I don't have to separate the roots from this guy right now. I'll just do that when I go out. And but yeah, the crystallinum magnificent cross is just too big for my pot. I thought I did good with buying this pot, but nope. Okay, and so we do have one other thing to do. Okay, and the last thing we need to do today is I have my Philodendron melanochrysum. Guys, I showed you this guy in an update and showed you how well she was doing, and I now have her on this moss pole. And it's actually two plants in here, because I got down to a stump basically. And but yeah, look at her now. Who would have thought? So she's past the moss pole here, and I think the roots are somewhere in here, but I want to go ahead and extend it just one more time. But I may in the spring have to propagate this guy, but for now we're just going to We have our moss pole here. We're just going to add moss to it. No big deal. Have my little tub. I'm almost out of moss after working on those last two things that I had to get done. Let's just moisten this a little bit more. And these are really easy. I get these off of Etsy. I really like them because they have the Monstera design on them. But basically, you just push the moss down in it. But when you add it to the other moss thing, this extra piece here that hangs off the bottom, you just press it right down into the existing moss pole. I love that about it because I have had some time with moss poles until I started using this type, the lazy moss poles, I think they call them. It has gotten so much easier to do this. So yeah, I'm not packing it in really tight in there, but I do want it to at least there we go. I want it to at least stay in there. So what we're gonna do, I don't know that you'll be able to see this part. I'll try to move it down here so you can see it. Let me just move my tray so I don't make such a mess. Okay, so this is the part of the moss pole that I'm extending. And so I put a little extra moss on this end here and basically just insert this into the back here, like so, and press it down. That's it. And now it's extended. Look at that. Isn't that easy? Easy breezy. So this new leaf can now, I'm actually going to take some of my orchid clips and just clip it into the, yeah, there we go, into the new hole there and hold it down so that these ambataceous roots will take to the moss as well. And so I have my clips right here, handy dandy orchid clips. I love these guys. This is the firefly type, but they have lots of different types that you can use. It doesn't really matter. It's just that once you start using some, you kind of stick with those. But I just usually just clip it into like so, to sort of press it in there. And I am going to put one more up here just to make sure that we are secured. And then that'll turn this leaf. I'm trying to get everything to sort of face front ways. But yeah, so hopefully this will, right in here will take off, and then it'll just continue to put out new and larger leaves and everything. So this one hasn't even completely unfurled yet. I'm kind of thinking that this is going to prevent it, but what I'll probably do, I also have these little plant, like I guess you could call these bobby pins. You could use bobby pins for sure. That's a little bit better for that because it's not forcing it to stay open. So yeah guys, so that concludes today's video, plant care video. Thank you so much for always making it to the end and watching these videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm so enjoying the comments. I hope I'm answering all of you guys. Hopefully I haven't forgotten any. I try to check and recheck because I'm asking for these comments, so I certainly want to answer them. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.